Young and the Restless spoilers expect Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, getting extremely violent and attacking Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, out of the blue. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We've got Y&R spoilers for the week of October 27th, including the Billy, Jason Thompson, and Adam, Mark Grossman, fight and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, trying to make a shady deal with Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, and Kane Ashby. Billy Flynn, giving Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, a dire warning. Young and the Restless. Phyllis's risky plan. I want to start with crazy, unhinged Phyllis. At the end of this week, she was still lying to Kane and saying she did not steal his AI program. But of course, Phyllis absolutely stole that AI program. She lied right to his face. And then Kane told Phyllis if it's true that she didn't take it, then Kane wants Phyllis to help him find out who stole the AI, so they can get it back. Phyllis is telling Kane it's obvious to her, Victor Newman's, Eric Braeden, the one that stole the AI program. This is all part of her little plot. So, Phyllis told Kane she thinks Victor was using Newman Media to throw Kane off his game with those scathing articles, the hit pieces that upset him so much. And Phyllis is saying that Victor is going to use the AI to destroy Kane's company, Arabesque. He's wondering who hacked into his IT department and stole the AI program for Victor, but we all know who it was. Young and the Restless. So, Kane tells Phyllis that he'll handle Victor. The fact that the AI was stolen is also slowing down Kane's plan to get his kids and Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, to forgive him. And he doesn't need this complication. He wasn't planning on using the program. He was going to let somebody safe have it or destroy it. And Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, asked for it. He should have just given it to her. At the same time, Kane tells Phyllis he wants her to keep working on a way to restore his image. Kane says he'll distract Victor, and then she can help get the AI software back. So, Phyllis agrees and Kane's saying, "Oh, I knew I could count on you." The thing is, neither Phyllis nor Kane are buying what the other one's selling. They're both lying to each other, and they both know it because once Kane leaves Phyllis's suite at the GCC, he made a call to have Phyllis monitored. Every single move she makes, he's going to have watched. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kane wants to know all of this because he really has no doubt that Phyllis is the one that hacked in and stole his missing AI program. The problem is, Kane can't prove it and the program is gone. As soon as he left her room, we saw Phyllis texting Victor and saying they need to meet and that it's urgent. Phyllis's dangerous double-cross with Victor Newman. In official Young and the Restless spoilers for next week, we've got Phyllis meeting up with Victor, and she tells him that she stole Kane's AI program. Phyllis wants to make a deal with Victor and asks if he's interested. And I'm sure he's going to be. Victor may not act too eager. He may want some proof that Phyllis really has it, but obviously, Victor wants this program. Phyllis is doing something very dangerous by lying to Kane and playing Victor off against Kane. Based on the fact that Kane's having Phyllis tracked and followed, I'm sure he's going to know that she runs to meet Victor right after the AI goes missing. So, I'm sure Kane is smart enough to know that 1 + 1 = 2 and realize that, yeah, 100% Phyllis stole the program. But the question is, what can Kane do about it? Realistically, there's a very good chance this is going to blow up in Phyllis's face, because most things do. I do remember that Kane was talking about letting Billy use the program. And Billy would only think he was in charge of it, but Kane would be controlling it remotely. So, I do wonder if there's still some kind of backdoor in the program that Kane can access. But in the end, I doubt Phyllis is going to get a big win out of this, and she's betraying literally the only person in Genoa City who gives her the time of day at all. Kane issues a dire warning to Jack and Diane about Jabot. Speaking of this big betrayal, Kane also takes big steps next week according to Young and the Restless spoilers. We're going to see him heading over to the Abbott mansion, and he warns Jack and Diane. So Kane is going to tell Jack and Diane that there's potentially a very serious threat to Jabot. I don't think Kane thinks that Phyllis will launch it at their company, but Kane has probably figured out by that point that Phyllis ran to Victor. Kane knows that if Victor cut a deal with her, then the mustache will use the AI to target Jack and Jabot because he's got that big grudge. And that's exactly what Victor told Kane he wanted to do. So, I'm sure that Jack is going to be smart, and he'll take Kane's warning seriously. I also do wonder if Kane tells Jack and Diane that it's Phyllis who stole the AI and took it to Victor. It would also be interesting if Kane's got some sort of countermeasure or some kind of virus protection sort of program against the AI, like when people design a disease and they also design the vaccine or the cure. Maybe Kane has got something that he can offer to Jack to prevent the AI from infiltrating Jabot. That would be something really funny to see Victor come up against. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Billy's vicious attack on Adam shocks Genoa City. Of course, the biggest and most explosive drama next week on Young and the Restless is between Adam and Billy. As this week ends, we've got Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, and Billy disagreeing over her hiring Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, to be part of the executive team at Abacom that they're trying to get up and running again. Billy doesn't want Audra there, and he was pressing Sally to run it by his mom, Jill, for approval since she is financing the company. But Sally doesn't think she needs to because, first of all, Jill's a silent partner, and second, Sally doesn't want Jill to think that she's gonna run every decision by her. Smart thinking on Sally's part. So, on the heels of that discussion looks to be when Adam saunters into the GCC with Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Clarigan. I don't know, maybe Adam's taunting Billy about working for Sally because he's a loser who can't run his own company. Something sets Billy off. Something big. Young and the Restless. No matter what it is that Adam says, though, Billy seems to overreact and he hauls off and he brutally punches Adam. Billy savagely attacks Adam so badly he knocks him completely down to the floor right in the lobby of the GCC. Chelsea is looking on in horror and shock. Of course, this is terrible timing for Billy to do this, because not only does it make him look bad to Chelsea, but it makes Adam look like the victim, and he may be in this case. I don't think Sally is going to appreciate Billy doing this either, because it could make headlines in Newman Media, which is an embarrassment Sally doesn't need as she's planning to try and relaunch Abacom. Jill may even call Sally to threaten funding because she doesn't have Billy under control. If his attack on Adam screws up Abacom, I think Sally is going to lose it. Upcoming November sweeps and Y&R spoilers. Also, watch next week for Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, to deliver some dirt to Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, about Audra. We know Sienna doesn't like Audra one bit, but she does like Holden Novak, Nathan Owens. So, Sienna's not going to give Kyle any ammo on Claire Grace Newman's, Haley Aaron, new guy, but Audra is another matter entirely. We head into November sweeps starting Thursday and Friday of next week in Young, and the Restless is going to get into some fun stuff. Be sure to check back tomorrow for our full weekly spoilers for the week of October 27th through the 31st. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.